Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sorry I didn't vlog much yesterday, so this week in the life is going to be off to a short start because I didn't have any content from yesterday. I did a lot of schoolwork and about 4.5 hours worth of homework for that day, so that the rest of the week I didn't have a ton of work to do, not as much at least. So today, right now it is 4:35 p.m. and I finished up my schoolwork for the day today. About 5 minutes ago, which is when I decided to pick up this camera. And yeah, it was a pretty uninteresting day so far. I decided not to vlog much of it, simply because it was a lot of schoolwork. I had a class at 9 a.m. I had a class at 8:30. I took Spanish online. And then I had office hours for a professor, which I had an assessment today in chemistry, so I went to get some final help before I took that, just to make sure that everything went as smoothly as possible. And then after that after that slot for office hours, I decided to do my homework for my honors class, which is Spain and Europe. We're doing some history right now. I'm learning about the Black Plague and bubonic plague, so I had to do some reading for that, which is what I did a ton of yesterday. I read about 75 pages yesterday and answered 25 questions to get me prepared for today's lecture, which is 3 hours long. It ran from 1 to 4. Yeah, and then I had a little bit of free time, so we'll see what I do with my free time now.
No, that's not what I said. I said after 2 rounds, we would be sending you home.
So I decided to watch a little bit of Lenox Hill, which is a super interesting show, and I'm almost done with it. I'm on the last episode of the season, which is too short, in my opinion. It's only 9 episodes, but each one's about 45 minutes. It's a great series. I'm really hoping they come out with a season 2. I find it really intriguing, wanting to go into the medical field, being able to see real cases and real patients and their stories, and along with real doctors and their stories, because the medical dramas are great and everything. You know, you've got Code Black and you've got Grey's Anatomy is probably the most common, and then you've got The Good Doctor and other stuff like that, and they're all good shows, but there's a lot of drama tied into those types of shows. And the cases aren't exactly real. You know, they could happen, but a lot of the times they're just made up for the drama. And I found it a really interesting show. I really hope they come out with season 2. But right now, I just finished the episode, and I'm on my way to get some food for dinner. So let's grab our stuff and go. But first, I gotta grab my mask and my student ID. Decided to get a bagel and some milk, and now I'm back in the dorm, so I'm going to make that quick. All done. So now I'm going to watch the final episode of Lenox Hill. It's the last one of the series, and I will talk to you guys after.
Changes. All of us have family. All of us have a loved one. I've had to send my son and my husband to live with my parents because I cannot.
So the final episode of Lenox Hill, without giving away any spoilers, is all about the coronavirus pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement and protests and stuff like that. Right at the very tail end, you see more of the Black Lives Matter stuff. But it's a really interesting episode, great series. I really enjoyed it. I hope they come out with a season 2. But it's crazy to think that coronavirus started in March, Friday the 13th, and we are still dealing with the after effects later, and now it's September. So just goes to show you. Of course, I gotta open my blinds right away to wake me up, and then I get started directly with my bio lecture, taking notes and watching videos. So I just finished up my bio lecture. It's usually in person, but I had it over Zoom today because something came up with the teacher, so she decided to do it over the computer, which is perfectly fine, but that ended at 9:50, and right now it's 10:30, so I have a bit of free time. My next thing coming up is my first in-person biolab. The last one was submitted electronically, but during this lab we're going to do a bit with pipetting. You can see my goggles here. I need these for the lab in order to kind of get associated with it and be allowed to do the work that we're doing. So we're going to be working with pipetting today and measuring out volumes and stuff. It's pretty easy. It's the first unit that we're doing in this lab and bio as a whole. So I don't expect it to be too challenging, but I do have to go print out some papers for that. at the library. So I'll probably do that later. That lab runs from 2 to 5:50, so from 6 o'clock on, I'll probably go get some dinner. I might film that. And then, yeah, I'm coming home, so it's a pretty easy Wednesday today. So I need to pick up some papers before I start my lab. So right now, I am on my way to go print off those. All right, so I just picked up my papers for the lab that I need to do today. So now I'm headed straight there, and I will be out around 6, hopefully before though. All right, so I just finished my first in-person lab. We did some pipetting and a little thing of making mixtures, which was pretty easy. But now I got out a little early, so I'm headed back to the dorm and just gonna chillax. Hey, good morning everybody. So I decided not to vlog last night. I just wanted to relax and enjoy my night. But this morning it is currently 10:15, and I had a Spanish recording I just finished up, and now I'm watching a TED Talk for my biology class because I have a discussion board I gotta post. But yeah, we'll see what happens after.
That possibly the evidence supporting James Lovelock's Gaia hypothesis, which conceives of the world as a coherent, self-regulating.
So the time is currently 12:30. I am about to eat lunch. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna have yet, but I did just get dressed, and I finished up the discussion board that I needed to do. Then I just had some free time, so I watched some TV. I watched some Netflix actually. But yeah, now we're gonna have some lunch, and then we'll see what happens after that.
It's a main attraction. Flipped her on a mattress. 4x4 to action. Ripped her out of Saxon. Ooh, retraction. You ain't gotta ask. I got 2 girls, multitask. Might pull up the Titanic. I don't know what you worship, but I think you're satanic. When I took you to my house, I got up in your.
So the dining hall was closed, so I decided to get Subway instead. But we were just informed of a 2-week stay-in-place order for our university, and that means for us students, we can't be in groups bigger than 2 now. So us and our roommate, or somebody we've already been in contact with, or somebody we've been around before the stay-at-home order was put in place. But yeah, I'm gonna be in my dorm a lot more now. It's gonna be a lot more laid back. You can still attend in-person classes, but yeah, crazy times.
Cause
So I'm back home now. It is now 10:15, and I'm probably gonna go to bed. I gotta get up a little early tomorrow. I have my bio lecture. Tomorrow is Friday, so I do have my bio lecture at 9 a.m. And then I got a little bit of free time. I'm going to finish up my bio lab that I had Wednesday. I have to do a graph. I have to make a graph, so I want to make it look a little better. I could have turned it in, but instead I'm going to do an electronic copy, so I'll take a picture once I'm done after it looks a little better, because I didn't want to rush it. And then I've got a little bit of free time, and then from 2 to 5 tomorrow, I have my chem lab, which I found out was in person today, so I'm really actually hyped for that because I thought it was online, but I guess I looked at the wrong group, and I'm in the group that goes in person this week. So I'm not too sure what we're doing for the lab exactly. I'll find out later, and then I can inform on what we're doing during the lab. But yeah, it was a pretty nice Thursday. I had a lot of downtime, which was nice. I got some work done. See you all tomorrow. I decided to start my morning before my lecture with a bowl of cereal. I do need some energy in me before I go to the lecture to prepare me throughout the day, and it is the most important meal. Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. It is currently 8:30, and I'm getting ready to leave for my bio lecture. It's 41 degrees, so it's actually a little bit chilly today, but I do have a pretty easy day today, so I've got my bio lecture, and then I'm going to have a little bit of time where I gotta go buy a book for a class. Then I'm going to a meeting with a friend, and we're going to talk about our bio lab because we have to finish that up, and we were partners for that. And then I've got a little bit of time after that before my chem lab, and that is from 2 to 5 today. And then I'm free for the weekend, so hopefully I don't have a ton of homework in either my lecture or my lab, and I have a pretty easy weekend. All right, just got out of my bio lecture, grabbed a bagel and chocolate milk just for kind of a breakfast. I did have cereal this morning, but obviously it's not super filling. So yeah, I'm walking back to the dorm right now. I've got a little bit of free time before I go meet that friend in the library to finish up our bio lab. And then I found out my
My grouping for the chem lab is actually online this week. So I have 3 hours to do that for my time slot. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. I'm gonna try and finish it earlier because it did open this morning. So I've got all day to complete that, even though I don't technically need to go in and do it until 2. I might try and get it done beforehand so I can just relax the rest of the night tonight. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I also forgot to mention, for my chem lecture, I was assigned a quiz. We have an assessment. It's only 3 questions. It should be pretty easy. So that was given a 20-minute time slot. So hopefully each question takes less than 5 minutes and I finish with plenty of time left. So I don't need to stress, and if I have internet issues, I can resolve those and still get it in on time. But we're gonna try and finish that today, even though that's not due until Tuesday. And that's just because, of course, I don't want it hanging over my head the rest of the weekend. And then scrambling to do it Sunday night, because Monday and Tuesday I'll obviously be assigned new work from my other classes, so I don't want it to just pile up, because then I won't be able to catch up, obviously, and I'll just be stressed. So I'm trying to de-stress by getting those things done early. So right now I'm off to the library in order to finish my bio lab, because that is due Sunday night, and if I want to submit it electronically, I have to finish it on the paper that he gave us and then take a picture and then submit it that way. So we're off right now. Yeah, to go meet the partner that we had for the bio lab at the library. So I just got out of the library. I finished up my bio lab and ended up getting a 93 on the quiz that I took, which I was more or less happy with. I thought I was going to do a little better. There were a couple of questions that I thought I was going to get right that I didn't, which I'm not sure what I did wrong. They don't let you see what the correct answer is. They just tell you that you were marked wrong. So that was okay. I'll take it, but we'll see what happens next time. Hopefully I do a little better. And I'm going to take a little brain break now and go shopping downtown. And then I'll come back and finish my homework later.
So I just got back from shopping downtown, which you can see my closet behind me. I got this cool Champion sweatshirt. Here is the sweatshirt. It's kind of grayish, not yet black, but it's a little darker. It's this Champion hoodie, really nice. It's kind of expensive for my college budget. It was $120, but I got it from Premier Skate, so shout out to them. They gave me this cool bag for it. But yeah, really fine material. It was imported from Europe, and I like these cool strings. Yeah, it's a full sweatshirt, you can see here. Yeah, really nice. It's soft. It's going to be comfortable. I'll probably wear it a lot in the winter because it gets really cold here. And for our climate, it's usually cold most days in the winter, and our winter lasts quite a while too. So it'll probably snow anytime from even mid-October up until early March or so is when we'll have snow. So yeah, our season's pretty long. It's going to keep me warm. It's really nice. So I just changed. I put this new shirt on. I'm off to work out now. So I'll do a little bit of that in the vlog, but I'll probably just do most of it off camera. And then I'll come back here and update you guys after. But of course I gotta grab my mask and my student ID first. And of course a water bottle, because if I'm going to the gym with the new restrictions and closings and lockdown order, we are not able to use drinking fountains. Big boot. Yeah, baby.
Look to me, I've been having conversations with the constellation. We keep the shit between us just like a doctor.
Cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
got done working out. Super hot. Working out with a mask on the whole time is a little difficult, but welcome back to my dorm now. It's totally worth it. I'm gonna feel so much better getting myself back in shape because it's been forever since I worked out. But now I'm welcome back to the dorm. And that's a wrap on Friday. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's currently 10:15 a.m. And I'm thinking this is where I'm gonna wrap the vlog up. I gotta get editing this so I can post it sometime this week, probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. But I'm gonna finish it up now, start editing it. I gotta go back home today because my girlfriend is having her grandparents over and they're having a dinner, so I'm headed to that. So I gotta drive home for that, and then I'll be home for a little bit, and then I gotta come back here a little later because I have a couple things I need to do for homework, which I probably should do first based on priorities. But I did want to have a little bit of fun this weekend and not be strictly focused on school. So yeah, I decided to go back home. So I think that is it. Thank you for following me around in a week in my life. I know things aren't super, climactic. They're a lot more anticlimactic. Because I'm like, oh, I have a class, but then it's online. Or I'm like, oh, I have a test, but it's 5 questions. But I'm sure things will pick up as things get going. And we're only in the 3rd week. We're starting the 4th week coming up. So there's a lot more that's going to be happening. My labs are every other week. So next week I'll have one of them in person and one of them online. And it's just stuff like that. It really just depends on the week. But yeah, since the stay-at-home order was in place, we have to walk outside with masks. And they closed the dining halls, which is actually dumb because now there's only one place to eat, so the wait in the line is 50 minutes and kids aren't social distancing. But it's the university's choice, and I can just eat at home if I need to, or I can go out if it comes down to it. So thank you all for joining me. I'm sure I will see you next time. If you enjoyed, please feel free to drop a like and a subscription, and I will talk to you all next time.